Is a long story, obviously, lots of elements to it. Initially I was just wondering what the hell to do, and a lot of people were encouraging me to keep the patina because it's particularly nice, as you can see behind me, but I wanted a little bit extra something, so went for matte black on the bottom of it all. Months and months of preparation, honestly, rubbing down all the surfaces, including the patina element. Panel by panel, I kind of started with the hood, then went on to the side panels, did the wings, found some nasty holes in the front, which apparently is a common area for rainwater to collect and just rot its way through eventually. Apart from the front and rear bumpers, which were intact, most of the exterior trim was missing. There were some pieces that had come with the car, but only half of it seemed to fit, even though it was a complete kit, and there was nothing to mount it on. There were just holes all the way along the side of the car, which presumably originally holds some kind of track that the trim then fits on, but I couldn't source that anywhere, so I had to come up with an alternative for that eventually, which included the silly tail lights on the rear, and then just some big old bolts that fitted the hole perfectly, and they look kind of cool. Originally it came with just the one aerial, so I found this reproduction is not quite the same. Whether I bothered to get a matching one, I don't know, but it was the same crazy length, and it was designed for the purpose. And of course those little dice features, the side badges were still with the vehicle, so that was cool. The hood and trunk emblems weren't, so those are reproduction. Having chosen the World War II bomber theme with the black base, I then carried that on with a few F-bombs, and this little patch was made up by my buddy Chuck Armstrong to cover up those aforementioned holes, the rot. Initially I kept the original Rallye wheels on it, sprayed them red, got some white wall tyres, which I've never actually scrubbed off the blue protectant, and the chrome trims came with them. The back wheels, I managed to find some centerline wheels online. They were pretty scruffy, but they cleaned up well. With those bullet studs, they look pretty cool too, I think. Here and there I carried on the rivet theme, so the fuel cap cover I took off, sanded down to the bare metal, matte coated it, and then just put some random rivets in there. These fake vents at the back, I had to re-black and polish up all the chrome. Came up quite nicely. Wasn't sure about the roof, so I stuck to the white that it was when I got it. I resprayed it. It's not a great paint job, I have to confess, but that's the way it is for the moment. It's got this great overhang on that superb curved back window. Love it. So the hood was begging for a little bit of matte black on those slightly recessed panels there. Give it a kind of almost a Mopar look, I think. But oh yeah, and then there's the hood emblem, which is off a 57. Just had to go a little bit crazy. Found a really nice Bel Air front plate. In Arizona we don't have to show the front license plate, so that was quite a nice little find on eBay. And at the back there's nothing to actually lift the trunk with once you release it, and there were a couple of holes where there probably was a badge, so for the moment I've got this ridiculous spanner on there that I happen to have lying around. I've never used it, don't know what it's for, so it fitted perfect. Mirrors are not off a 61, I think they were an earlier model, but I really like that bullet kind of shape at the front, and that matches, it ties in with the wheel nuts that I have. Found these lovely hot rod headlight trims with the ruby there, and carried that red through this piece behind the front bumper, just as a little highlight, which is quite nice. The engine bay itself, I haven't really done very much. Got new HT leads and these ruders for them, which are pretty cool, and they kind of go with the whole ribbed motor cover there, so that's a feature that I added. Threw in a new air filter and a new overflow bottle there I stole from my buddy's Cobra. These are all the relays that we added in for all the electrics, and at some point I guess I'm going to find some kind of cover for those, for that area of the motor, and maybe match it on the other side so that it all looks neat and tidy. As it is, there's the AC all disconnected. Don't know if I'm ever going to put that back in. It's a good idea in Arizona for sure. Again, and please make sure you subscribe to the channel, and there'll be plenty of updates coming soon.